Okay, this is my channel. It's called Formula Talk. My intent is to talk about motor racing, sim racing, and everything that's going on with the focus on the Formula 1 season. My plan was to launch this channel together with the starting of the Formula 1 season this year. Unfortunately, things didn't go the way I planned. COVID took a part on it because the schools are closed now and kids are at home. It's hard to find the time and the quiet moment to do it, so I had to delay my plans. Also, I'm doing my college, which is I have to study, and there's a lot of work, and so I have to consider all of that. But I had to do this video now because since the announcement of the CSL DD wheel by Fanatec, I'm seeing some videos talking about, and I came across a video from a guy named Douglas Thompson. He has a nice channel. It's like a fair amount of people subscribed, like 11.5k. So I never watched any of his videos before. I came across his video because of he was talking about the CSL DD, and I think he has a point, but I disagree with what he was saying, and I just want to give my opinion about it, as I think I can. Because he says that the fact that the CSL DD base has the full capability of 8 Nm of force, and they giving you just 5 and giving you the option to buy a PSU, and that's a scam. And I think that's a kind of a harsh word to say. I don't see like that. I see the completely opposite. I even sent a message to him on his video on YouTube, but I don't know if he read or not. I don't care, to be honest. But I think I told him in the message, I think he's seeing the cup half empty and not half full, because Fanatec found a way to give you 2 wheelbases in one. And people is complaining about it, and I think that's funny because they're giving you the option. Like, if there's someone that is just starting on sim racing, like is looking for a wheel and is looking for Logitech Trustmaster, and they don't know where to go, and then suddenly there's a direct drive. I don't even know how to talk that. Direct drive wheel for $349. It's insane. And this, as a first wheelbase, I think 5 Nm is more than enough if you're starting. So they are giving people the option, okay, you can start with this, but you can upgrade if you want. Because before that, what we have to do, like, I'm telling my story. I started with my first wheelbase since I moved to Canada. My first wheelbase here was the CSL Elite, the first version. V1, I don't know. Okay, so I kept that for a while, a year, a little bit over a year, and I decided to upgrade, and I decided to go for a CSW V2.5. What did I have to do? I had to sell my base, my first base, the CSL Elite, in order to buy the CSW 2.5. And I see a lot of people doing the same. People who goes for DD1, DD2 podium, they have to sell. If they are not rich or they don't have a lot of money, they usually gonna put for sale the first base, and then get the money, put some money on top, and buy the new base. Right? So that's what I had to do, and I see a lot of people doing it. Now, if you think, what is easier? You buy, let's say you buy the CSL DD with the standard PSU. And then later in the future, you say, fuck, yeah, It's not enough. I want to upgrade. And then you don't need to put the whole entire base for sale to buy a new base. You just buy the brick, the PSU. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost, I don't know, nobody knows how much it's gonna cost, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost less than you buy a new base. And then you just upgrade the PSU. So saying that Fanatec is withholding power because the power is there, come on, what do you prefer? You purchase a base for $350, and then later you want to upgrade, you have to buy a base that costs like almost $600, and then you have to put your previous base for sale and buy them. Or you purchase base for $350, and later you want to upgrade, you put like $150 on top of it, and then you get it. And I doubt it's gonna be much more than that. I don't think the new PSU is gonna cost $200. As a little research I did, usually a PSU for any direct driver motor is around between $120 and $160, as far as I found on the internet. So I don't think Fanatec is gonna put the PSU for $200. And if they put, let's say, for $150, you're gonna have $500 spent on a base, which is still less than the cost of CSW 2.5 in the past. So I think Fanatec is giving us options, and I think that's good, because it's budget also. Now with COVID, a lot of people is not working, but is getting some money here and there, and they still want to have fun and want to play and want to start sim racing and start being in the community and learn and have fun. And they have an option now. They have an option now that, in my point of view, even I don't know the base, I never had my hands on the base, I don't know how it works, but in my point of view, in searching in between a Logitech and a Trustmaster, and you have an option, I would go for the CSL DD. And you have options of many different kinds of wheels that you can attach to it, and you have options. And I think that's what Fanatec is giving to us, options. You can choose. It's your own free will. If you don't like it, if you don't want it, you go to another one. If you don't like it the way they are doing business, you go to another brand. But to say it's a scam, for me, is too much. It's way too much. I could give 1,000 examples of the way business operate and how they do this all the time, and you say it's a scam. I think it's way too much. I know that a lot of people is upset, but I think it's fair. You have the option. Why are they gonna give you a PSU that costs more for the same 350? They are trying to reach maybe the part of the public that they couldn't reach before because of price, because of tight budgets. So I think it was going to bring more people in, and it's going to grow the community, and it's going to give people access to top of the line product that they can upgrade later without changing everything, without putting for sale and not getting the same that they pay for, and then have to put more money on top and then to buy a new base. So that's my opinion. I think he went too far. I respect his opinion, but now he's kept going. He's doing like polls on the YouTube, and I think he's going too far. It's like creating an online riot about it, and I don't think it's fair. I don't think that's fair. I think what Fanatec's doing is nice. I think is giving people the power of choice inside their own brand, because you always have the choice to go to other brands, Logitech, Trustmasters, whatever. But now they're giving you choice inside. I can give you an example. Before I was born in Brazil. I lived in Brazil basically most of part of my life, and I moved to Canada 10 years ago. And I was a huge fan of Fanatec before living in Brazil, and I couldn't afford it because it was way too expensive for us there. It's crazy expensive. I remember the Porsche wheels, the ones that you cannot take it out of the base. The one, I don't know I don't remember the models and stuff, but the old Porsche wheels. I was in love with that. I always liked Porsche wheel. I wanted one, and I couldn't afford it because when currency conversion and shipping and whatever was insane, and I couldn't afford it. I only could afford my first Fanatec wheel when I moved to Canada. It was the CSL Elite. It was not even the best one, but it was all I could afford. I wish I had the CSL DD at the time I moved 10 years ago. That would be amazing. So what I'm seeing Fanatics doing here now is giving people the choice, and that's amazing, and that's nice, and that's giving you something that you can feel in your pocket, and you can upgrade later without changing everything. I don't want to be redundant. I'm talking the same thing over and over, but that's my opinion. I think it's no scam. I think it's good. It's good to push the other brands also. So I think you have to keep positive and not keep trying to create a riot, an online riot about it. And let's go together. Let's fight. I saw some comments saying, "Yeah, together we unite." And man, I know it's good to be together and fight for stuff, but I think they are doing a good thing and not a bad thing. So what are you gonna fight for? For a PSU that is gonna prevent you to have to change the whole entire thing in the future in case you wanna go cheap in first. I wanna go cheap. I don't wanna I'm planning to buy the CSL DD, and I'm not gonna put for sale my CSW. I'm gonna keep it as a spare, or even I'm gonna build a rig for my kids. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna have to sell my CSW V2.5 to buy the CSL DD, and I'm planning to buy with the better PSU, the stronger one. But even if at the time that something happens and I don't have the money to buy it, I will buy the with 5mm and upgrade later without having to put for sale everything to buy a new one. So I think it's a good thing, and that's just my opinion. If you like it, you share, subscribe, whatever. If you don't like it, just comment. You can curse on me. I don't care. You do whatever you want. You have freedom of speech, freedom of whatever you want. Same as so I just giving my opinion here. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I don't know when I'm gonna post another video, but if I post another video, you will know if you hit that little bell over there. Yeah, and that's it. See you soon. Bye.